can be difficult to trust people, especially people you have just met for the first time. You're not sure about them, you're testing the waters with them, and you tell yourself, I really need a friend, I really need someone I can trust. So I'm going to give you tips on how to identify a trustworthy person. Inspire Central. Inspire Central. Inspire Central. Inspire Central. Hello, fellow inspirers. Welcome to Inspire Central. It is me, your girl, Monica, the Chief Inspirer herself, and I'm excited to have you here with me. I'm excited to bring this to you today. My topic for today is how to identify a trustworthy person. It can be difficult to trust people, especially people you have just met for the first time. You're not sure about them, you're testing the waters with them, and you tell yourself, I really need a friend, I really need someone I can trust. So I'm going to give you tips on how to identify a trustworthy person. Tip number 1 on how to identify a trustworthy person is that they are discreet. What does it mean to be discreet? Being discreet means having the common sense. I will call it common sense. Having the common sense to know when to speak, when not to speak, what to say, what not to say, what to divulge, and what to keep to yourself. That is what discretion is. So the first thing, the first identifier of somebody who is trustworthy is that they are discreet. If you notice that everybody is gossiping about something that just happened, and this person is reserved, like, yeah, but we don't have to say it. It just happened, but do we have to quite share it? I mean, this person that it happened to is embarrassed. This person is feeling bad. So why are we trying to make a big deal about this? Why don't we just keep quiet about it and act like it didn't happen? Why are we trying to just drum it up, play it up, and make it bigger than it was? It's not a big deal. It's either the person says that or the person just keeps quiet and does not take part in the discussion, in the gossip. That person is discreet. So somebody who has a good sense of timing to say to themselves, this is not the right time for this, or we shouldn't say this at all, come on, let it go, it's not something worthwhile, it's not something worth saying, just let it go. So observe for yourself if this person is discreet. If the person is discreet, the person is most likely a trustworthy person. Now, on to tip number 2. Tip number 2 on how to identify a trustworthy person is that they are honest. Honesty, being truthful, saying things as they are. Now, there is a fine line between being honest and between being indiscreet. When you're indiscreet, it means that you're giving honesty without sieving it, without knowing who you should be throwing your honesty at, without putting in some decorum. So, being honest means saying the truth. It means being sincere. It means that somebody can say something and you can take it to the bank. The person doesn't tell lies. That's what it means, that the person is sincere. So if somebody is sincere, if somebody is honest, and then adds that extra spice, that flavor of discretion, of common sense, of knowing when to speak and when not to speak, that is somebody that is most likely a trustworthy person. Okay, so that takes us to tip number 3. Tip number 3 on how to identify a trustworthy person is that they keep their word. Their word is their bond. If they tell you that they will do this thing, they will do this thing. If they tell you that they will be here at a certain time, they will be here at that time. If they tell you that they will not do something, they will not do something. So you can count on their words. You can believe them. You can trust them. That is a very big one. That is a very, very big indicator, an identifier of somebody who is trustworthy. If they say something and they mean it and they keep it, and you can take their word to the bank, that means they are trustworthy. That means they are honest. That means that you can count on them, you can believe in them. And when they say something, they mean it. When they tell you something, they are going to do exactly that thing that they told you that they would do. And if it is something that happens to be beyond their power, if something comes up and they cannot do it, they also tell you. They will say, see, something happened. Something happened and now I do not have the resources, or I do not have the time, or I have an emergency. I cannot give you the attention at the moment. Something came up and so I cannot keep my word. Please release me of that promise. And you'll be like, of course, but of course, you already gave your word. I mean, you made an effort. This was just beyond you. This was just something you could not control, and so of course I forgive you, it's understandable, I pardon you, this was beyond you. So if somebody can give you their word, then you know that they are trustworthy, they say something, they mean something, and you can place your trust in them. For sure, you can take their word to the bank. So tip number 4 on how to identify a trustworthy person is that they are punctual. Punctuality, they say, is the soul of business. Have you heard that thing? Have you heard that saying before? That punctuality is the soul of business. Well, apart from it being the soul of business, it is the soul of relationships. It is the soul of friendships. It is also a marker or an identifier for trustworthy people. Trustworthy people are usually punctual because it goes hand in hand with their saying they will be here at a certain time. You know, it goes hand in hand with their giving you their word that they will be there at that time. So usually people that are trustworthy are punctual. But I will say something, not every punctual person is trustworthy. Some people are punctual because, they happen to be around the environment at that point in time. Some people are punctual because, they were so bored, they were looking at their wristwatch, they were wondering, when is this party going to start? Some people are punctual because, they don't have anything doing at that point in time, so they felt, them come and while away time with you. I mean, why not? Thank goodness you invited them to a party, so they are like, let's wait there. But the thing is, look at patterns. Identify their patterns. Are they always punctual? Are they more often than not punctual than they are late for events? Are they 90% of the time punctual to events? Not just your events, but other people's events. Are they punctual? Are they known for punctuality? Are they sticklers for time? Are they people who tell you that if it's 4 p.m., they will be there at 4 p.m. and they are like, please make sure the party begins at 4, because when you tell me 4 means 4 to me. I am punctual, I'm going to be there on time. Those people are people who believe that if you say 4 p.m. because they keep their own word. When they say something, they mean it. They don't just say 4 o'clock because they want to say 4 o'clock. When they tell you 4 p.m., they mean 4 p.m. And so when you tell them 4 p.m., they believe you mean 4 p.m. on the dot. So they are going to be there at about 5 minutes to 4. They are going to be there at 4 p.m. on the dot if they can afford to. And if they are even late, they will be probably 5 minutes late. And even if they are 5 minutes late, they will be around your vicinity at 4 p.m. Maybe it's going to take them 5 minutes to walk down to your house and knock on your door. So those people who are punctual, to a large extent, they are trustworthy. But like I said, find out if they are always punctual. Find out if they are more punctual than they are late for events. Find out if they are people who are sticklers for time, and not necessarily because they are in your environment at that point in time, or because they were bored at home, or because they were around your vicinity or something. No. If they have a pattern for coming early, if they have a pattern for being punctual, then you can believe that to a large extent they are probably trustworthy. Tip number 5 on how to identify a trustworthy person is that they admit to their mistakes and they make amends. If a trustworthy person offends you and you tell them, you've offended me, I don't like what you did, or they see that you're upset, because they can observe on their own. If they see that you're upset, they could just say, I'm sorry, I'm truly sorry, forgive me, I didn't mean to hurt you, I didn't mean to offend you, I'm sorry, this just happened, it was a mistake, I'm sorry. And they will not stop at saying I'm sorry. They would also make amends. They will find a way to make you feel better. It's either they fix that thing that they spoiled, or they buy you a brand new one, or if they hurt you physically, maybe they stepped on your toe, they will take you to the clinic or something. They always do something to amend their mistakes. They admit to the mistake, and not just that, they amend their mistakes. They make sure that they leave things smooth. They leave things good between you and them. They don't just say, oh, it's a mistake, come on, accept it. Accept whatever comes your way. Even if I throw trash at you, please accept it. No. They are conscientious. They have a kind heart. They are sensible. They are nice. They are kind. And they are sensitive enough to know, oh, I hurt somebody. Oh, I offended my friend. Oh, I stepped on your toes. And they will not just say, I'm sorry. They would also see to it that they fix it, that they make you feel better, that they leave you better off. Instead of leaving you hurt, damaged, broken, crying in tears, and walking away. They are kind. They are sensitive. They are people you can trust with your emotions. Not just trusting them in other areas of your life, but you can trust them to take care of you. You can trust them not to hurt you and leave you hurt, even when you have told them clearly that you offended me. You offended me, I don't like it. They will make sure they apologize and that they make amends. Those people are trustworthy people. People who tell you they are sorry, they mean it, and they go out of their way to make sure that you know they are sorry and that they help you feel better and they fix whatever it is that they may have broken or that they may have damaged. Those are trustworthy people. So, tip number 6 on how to identify a trustworthy person is that trustworthy people are loyal. Loyalty. They are people who are what we call your friends for life, your bae for life. They are there by your side through thick and thin. No matter what seasons may come, no matter what may happen, no matter what may be going on around you, they are like a constant. They are always there. They are there by your side. They are showing their support. They are riding with you through the storm. They are there through the good times and through the bad times. They are there for you, come rain, come sunshine. No matter what may happen, they are faithful and they are loyal to you. Those are trustworthy people. And loyalty is not something that comes easily. It's not something that anybody just gives. Only a few selected kind of people. People who are reliable, people who are dependable, people who tell you that you can take their word to the bank. And indeed, you can take their word to the bank. Those are the kind of people that are loyal. People that know that their word should mean something. People that know that it doesn't matter who you are. As long as they have decided you're my friend, I love you, I will be there for you. Indeed, they will be there for you. Through thick, through thin, come storms, come high waters, come whatever it may be, they are there for you. Loyalty is very important. It's better to have one loyal friend than to have 10 unloyal friends. People you cannot trust, people you cannot depend on. It's not about numbers. It is about dependability. It is about loyalty. It is about trust. It is about knowing that this person has your back. It's about knowing that even when you make mistakes, this person will support you in public and then correct you in private so that you're not embarrassed, so that people outside do not make you feel like you don't count and then your friend joins in. No, your friend has your back at all times, in all seasons, no matter what happens. But then that friend is also kind enough, loyal enough, honest enough, truthful enough, a friend enough to tell you, you crossed the line there. I think you should fix that. But they will do that in private. That is what loyalty is. It's not about saying, I'm your friend, I stand with you in public, and then because of the showmanship, you put up a show and you're answering the tag friend in public. But when it comes to the private things, you can't be trusted. No. It's not about fancying someone. It is about being true. Do you know that some of your best friends may not acknowledge you in public? They may not like whatever you post on social media, but they are your biggest cheerleaders in private. They are like your post strategists. They tell you, let's do it like this. Okay, go out there, talk like this, speak like this, dress like this, come on. They help you polish your shoe when you're in your heels. They make sure they dust everything off your shirt so that you look good, and when you go out there, you can be confident, you can talk, you can speak, and you can do whatever it is you have to do. But they may never like any of your posts on social media, because that is who they are. It's not about the show. It is about the loyalty in private. And even if they do it in public, that is just like a bonus. That is like a bonus, but what matters is what they do for you in the privacy of your friendship, of your relationship, of whatever it is that you people have going on. So loyalty is a very important identifier of someone who is trustworthy. Okay, so if you're into making new friends, if you're looking for new friends, if you're trying to look at someone and say, is this the person for me? Is this the person that I'm going to make friends with? Can this acquaintanceship become a friendship for life? Well, I hope that these pointers, these tips that I gave have guided you on how to identify a trustworthy person, so that you actually have someone in your corner, so that you know that this is a person you can trust no matter what season comes, no matter what the seasons bring, no matter what time brings. You know that this is someone you can trust and this person has your back. Alright then, if you have been inspired by today's topic, if these tips have directed you on how to pick trustworthy people and bring them into your world, please drop your comments below. Tell me how these tips have helped you make new friends, better friends that you can trust and who can stand by you no matter what life brings. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. If you want to watch more of such videos, please subscribe to my channel. It is free. You do not have to pay to subscribe. Simply click the subscribe button and get subscribed to this channel today. Also, do not forget to click the notification button so you'll be notified as soon as I update. Please like and share my videos. It was really my pleasure to bring this video to you today. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you today. Don't forget to be an inspiration. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Please subscribe, click the notification button, like this channel, share our videos, and follow us on social media. Thank you very much.
Inspire Central.